Welcome to Kachai. How are you people? Are you protecting yourself from COVID-19? I know things are really tough, but let's keep the basics going. Wash your hands, sanitize if you don't have water, wear a mask if you're going in public places, social distancing. I know we love our parents, but you know how much it affects the elderly. So you have to keep a bit of space even when you go to visit. Keep the social distance. Your parent will understand that you love them, but the condition is what it is. Hey, Kakati, the madams are here, looking good and still smiling, keeping the social distance. Babu Mariam, good to see you.
Nice to
and of
see
course,
you.
Ashleen Mubiru, who missed the last one because she was busy making sure that people get cancelled during the COVID-19. I think we received a message 2 weeks ago, and a lady wanted us to talk about the exes. I'm going to call it a case of the ex.
I saw that.
Sometimes we have these people that we've had with relationships with before, and then they are our friends, they keep on entering into our relationships.
Our current
Where
ones.
should they stop? And should you continue being friends with your ex, really?
Okay, most times people decide to leave relationships for various reasons.
Right.
There are times when you're going to have a relationship with your ex for purposes of maybe this is the person that maybe is a content developer who is very good. Basically what they need to know is where are the lines drawn if you're having a relationship with your ex for business purposes.
Right.
But people forget that aspect, and we're human beings. We get weak sometimes. What is most important is one, your respect. How much do you respect yourself? And how much do you respect the relationship that you've gone into, that even if you get involved with your ex in terms of business or whatever it is you're discussing, you will not go beyond the lines. But people forget, and it just derails them in understanding, what's up? Yeah, especially if there was no breakup, like a terrible breakup.
Yes, Mariam, you
Personally,
were
for
saying
me, an ex would only come into the picture, and this is not a hate situation. I just believe that if the door has closed, I need to close it. Because, like she said, sometimes you can get derailed. But personally, for me, I think an ex will only come into the current situation if we had a child. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That is where the communication may continue, and that is if the other party
that's
is
when it-
interested as well.
That's when it
because
makes
you don't,
sense.
because you don't want also to force the other person to come into the relationship because there is a child and stuff. It has to flow naturally. Otherwise, personally for me, ex is an ex.
And you know, people who want to have relationships, if you've moved to another relationship and the man loves you, but then he notices that you're really attached to this person you're supposed to have moved on from.
Yes.
In most cases, even if they were going to take a relationship to the next level, that is if you're looking for a next level, you're a girlfriend and you want to become a fiancé. When he sees the other man, trust me, you know, he will pull back a little bit because he doesn't understand quite. I know women
And
or
it will
girls.
be difficult for you to explain what kind of relationship you
you guys
still
are
have
having
with this person.
I know girls who say, oh, I am so close to my ex, we are best friends. I'm like, hell to the no.
Exactly.
Your best
How?
what? Like, how are you friends? How
Or
are
I
you going
still
to
talk
build?
to him, we still communicate. About what?
About- I
Focus
believe-
on what the communication is
it's all about, and move on.
If this person was actually helping you in business, like she said, there's a point where you have to, again, when do you talk to this person? Do you throw it in your current relationships first? Oh, I'm talking to my ex, oh, I need a BCD from him. You have to have boundaries. You have to have the respect
And-
for the current relationship.
Exactly, and the issue of comparisons. Whether it's indirect or it's direct or you don't mean it, there is no way you should bring your ex into the picture in terms of comparison. Oh, my man used to do this. My ex-boyfriend,
Oh
he
my
used to buy me
goodness.
Most of
this.
the
Why
time-
did you leave
Leave it for
that
me.
person in the first place?
I really don't like it. I don't like it when people say, oh, you kind of look like my ex. What? But for me, when you say I kind of look, you have a type, well, that's understandable. Must you tell me about your type? We, even as women, we don't like to be compared. But I'm the ex, huh? I mean,
She used to cook.
she
What
used to make
happened?
me this.
Yeah,
She used to make me
that
this. Then why did
stupid
you marry her? Why are you with
nonsense.
me?
Exactly.
You understand? So people need to make. Sometimes I know it's out of conversation that you're chijabuzi because it's natural. Like, Gladys, Gladys Bambi used to cook hakati.
I think
in
sometimes
a way.
women use it
That
as
hurt us.
when there's a disagreement in the current relationship. So they want to take jabs. So the jab they pull is, my ex used to do this, so that they can annoy the other person. Trust me, you are going to annoy that other person, and they'll walk. And so like,
Wait a minute.
I tell you.
I saw this. No. Actually, you were going to say something.
No, what I was going to say is most times when you decide to start bringing in your exes and start saying, I'm comparing, oh, so and so was like this, and especially like Mariam says, when you have had a disagreement,
Right.
I'm telling you, the words that you say, you are not so sure that they will go back.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Yes.
Be very cautious of what you bring out, because you will move on, you will be happy, but what you said back then, I'll start thinking, I think once in a while they meet. Once in a while they do
Then
this.
you start to have
And
insecurities.
then insecurities, and then
Yes.
you have to explain yourself because you have brought this person in the picture.
And
even
then
if
you
it was
start
under
defending
quarrels.
someone who is immaterial to your current relationship.
You know what I don't understand? I really hate it, especially men, they have this thing, it means it's not what you think. That it's not what you think type, I find them really annoying. I'm in a relationship with you. Oh, no, she's just, we were friends
She was
before
just
we
inquiring
became...
about
Yeah.
something.
She was
I
inquiring
knew
about...
her before I knew you.
Mariam, some of them even go ahead to send back their messages on social media, on their walls, and you're in the relationship with
No,
them.
people
I'm
need
sorry,
to
what?
draw the line. People need
She's
to
your
draw the
ex, and you're
line.
like, I want to send out a big happy birthday shout out to my friend, may God bless you. Why don't you just send out a message? Why are you putting it out there when you know
It's like you're
you have a
trying to
relationship?
actually disturb this current relationship. I think what exes need to know is that we don't hate you, but right now it's not about you.
Right.
It's not about you. We don't hate you, but we moved on. You need to move on. People need to learn to move on.
One thing-
This business, it is very, very dangerous.
Like it doesn't work. You were saying?
Let me tell you, one thing that ladies and even gents do is to try and see that they destroy you on the other end.
Especially if they have ill intentions.
Yes.
Yes.
So they try being nice from what they were before. And if you're vulnerable, if you're not strong enough in the relationship that you've gone into, or you think, you know how we go into relationships with a lot of expectations.
Right.
You get there and you're like, namuleka naye kagezaako okumbulira kigambo kimu, I'll tap from that point.
Becomes an issue.
So you have to know that this person has an intention to either hurt you twice or to destroy you, not to have a good relationship. So you should focus and know that, hey, I have moved on, and whatever it is that we have over there, it should never derail your moving
course,
on.
Ashley has mentioned something. Do you know that there are some people who have ended up in bed with their exes because of being vulnerable?
Yes.
They've ended up
Let me tell
destroying
you, first of all, men don't dump completely.
It's
It's different from women. Chimachawa, let me tell you something. If you have your man and they have an ex, trust me, there will be a kakona there. They always look out for the loose there. When you're vulnerable, when you're having fights with your partner,
And then you go and start sending them a message.
he
Or
always
even meeting
leaves
them
that.
for a drink.
So he leaves that space. You have to know, ladies, that if you're keeping that ex of yours, he wants to eat you at some point.
Properly.
And if you are there, even if you're in a relationship, you're in a relationship, he will eat you.
I'm telling
So
you,
you
I've
have to keep a distance from that ex, because at one point he's not looking at you as an ex or as somebody's woman. He's looking at you as somebody
Some meal.
he can eat
Some meal.
at some point. Especially if Babanga and he had fun with you.
You might find that the relationship ended not because of the intimacy, but other things.
Other things,
So yeah,
exactly. There's a part that you were so good at that he's not finding it anywhere.
Even if he's people, you don't understand men. It is not that what he's getting at home is bad.
No.
It could even be better.
It's called exploration.
And he could have had even other. But on a Kalus day, where Mchala has issues or where the girlfriend has issues, and there is this ex, Ashlyn, trust me, if he makes a phone
And
call,
if Ashlyn
Ashlyn, how are you?
And you're like, ati mama nga wabula dda watuchawa nagaki jangu.
So kuchawa, that's the response.
I will always be there
There's
for
something
you.
we are forgetting.
Uh-huh.
There are people who actually still get things from their exes, like money. And this is not about child support. No.
No child support.
They are running to exes because that ex used to have money and they need to be bailed out. As long as you hold on to that string of,
you will never let
you
go.
will never let go.
You
You
will
will
never
never
let
let go. At some point, like I said, you will be eaten or you eat each
You
other,
will eat each
and then
other.
now you become disorganized in your current relationship. But now people need to focus.
People, you need to focus. And you know what really happens is that you are putting, some of these men don't mind destroying your relationship, your current relationship. Maybe you left them. I've told you, men don't really know how to move on.
They're always
You understand?
ready.
They're always ready. He can be at his current, but then he's also still looking at you like, wait a minute, I think what I left here, but then some other man has already taken. So I am warning men who have their women. Like if you have your woman and your woman has an ex who is there in your face and pretending to be a friend, that
Wake
man
up.
is going to eat your woman.
Block
When
these
he's gonna
people.
eat.
Block these people.
Block them slowly.
And the same thing with women as well. If a girl keeps coming and saying, you know, now we have, be very cautious.
Be very wary because
You
that
just
person-
know that is a meal on the side when you're in your very bad mood, when you are not able to be there. She is a
She
meal.
could be. There are some people I know who have exes for friends and they're simply that. But that takes years. Say I was your ex
Of
and we
respect.
separated, then 10 years later, maybe 10 years, you can have a friendship because you're overdue. I mean, you're over it. But a few months we are still friends. Why are you still holding on to?
Okay,
Before you transition into another relationship and you've settled, you have your kids, your friends, I used to date him, he does that. Maybe sometimes you even know the family. You then become even friends. That is more relatable than you dating.
Like 1 year.
1 year.
Just
you're
to
busy.
emphasize the
It's-
point
it's-
of having a child together,
Right.
again, you need to draw the lines.
Absolutely.
You need to draw the lines because there are some exes who have children with people and they think that it's anytime.
They can
It's
show
because I
up.
have a
No,
child.
you
with
notice that-
I have to talk to you. Let them be stable. See what
And you
mean.
notice that
See what
omwana
you mean.
gwagenda okuzzaako agenda kuba wooli.
Aha.
Without you
See what
knowing.
you know.
So even if there's a child, you have to respect the boundaries.
Right.
When do we actually talk about the child? Don't call me at 10 p.m. asking about your child.
About your child,
No, it's
yeah.
not going to happen. That's Kamanyiro. So you have to be clear about this with this person that, you know what? If it's child issues, let's do it ABCD. And if that person doesn't appreciate that time,
Forget it.
don't force things.
Forget it, yeah. Otherwise, you want to destroy what you currently have. And men
which
don't
becomes an
waste
issue.
time.
Eh.
They don't waste time.
Which
They'll
becomes
be
an
like, you know
issue.
what, Ndoza, mucha, you still need to go there. Leave me with my child. Twala omwana wo ne kitaawe mugende. Because men would
but
move
also
on.
it depends on how serious you are in the relationship you have of marriage, whatever it is. If you know you have a child with this man, it is you, the owner of that child. You put boundaries, not this. If you let them, also your partner will be, he doesn't know. It's like, how far does he go? Do I leave him to come? If I try to tell Mariam to stop seeing him, she might think I'm doing it because I don't want the father to see the child.
Yeah.
So it is you, the parent of that child, of the man who is outside, to create some sort of boundaries
Yes.
so that you communicate it to your current partner so that he understands when he calls, he wants to take the child. I don't even have to meet you when you're going to take the child. I don't have that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to see you, do you know? But we have a child together. You have brothers who can go, you know,
Take the
Come
child
and-
to them.
yeah.
Yes.
who can work out a plan.
So that
for
you minimize that, one-on-one.
Or even the other guy
Yeah.
saying, let me send somebody to pick the child. You don't
Hey,
have to
that's
come to my
fine. You don't
doorstep.
have to. You don't have to.
Yeah, because at the end of it all, it's about respect, and also the men that the ladies who have a child from out get. You need to respect what you have, and
Right.
also to respect this woman and know she has been in a relationship before. And she has moved on to love you and be with you. So
Right.
the most important thing you need to do is to work this thing out. Let her not imagine that probably the other one was better than you. And then you start saying, oh, kwachite wasigalayo. But at the end of it all, I want us to work.
But let also men stop asking us about exes. It's not important.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, it's not an interview.
Yeah, like how many people have you slept with?
Yeah, oh, who was this? How close were
How close were
Stop
you?
asking me many questions about
It's
exes.
not an interview,
No.
and it's not a history.
Let me tell
Yeah.
you, men are very smart. They ask, yagundi wasemba dio muzi zako.
N'otandika nawe.
Bota,
Hey, in fact, yasendekera message.
Aha.
You should
Ate abakazi
stop.
twogera nnyo. then imagine otujigale kubanga olusi tusima.
You don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to.
You're like, I've
Yeah.
taken, because at the end of it all, you're trying to protect what you have now.
And you should protect it if it's good.
And insecurities will always be there. So being careful is very, very important for all of us to build a better relationship.
All right, thank you so much. A big thank you to BMK Cafe for this wonderful tea. To see, Ma. We shall be back for another Kachai. God bless you. Be kind to one another.